Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. Many aspirants were telling that madam, we did not get this notification in the website. So that's why we are making this another video to show you that you have to go to this website schooleducation.karnataka.gov.in. In that you have to go to CSL. There you will find this notification is there, and this time they have given syllabus also now only. Usually what they used to do, no, first they used to give notification, and after a month or so they used to give syllabus in the website, but now they have given both the notification and syllabus at a time. And if you see the notification, as we already told you about it, the exam is going to be offline, and the exam will be conducted on December 7th, and online application will start from 23rd October and it will be there till November 9th. Okay, now coming back to our syllabus, this syllabus is the same as previous year syllabus, which includes our PUC syllabus for science. Rest all is same. We have posted this syllabus in the Telegram channel. You can join the Telegram channel and download the syllabus and check out there. Everything is the same here. Okay. Directly you have to go for page number 30 for maths and science syllabus. Okay, so because this is a lengthy document, we have taken all the snapshots and we have consolidated in one place. So we will discuss this syllabus from that part. Okay. Before going to the syllabus, let me give you few more important details related to Karnataka TET 2025 exam pattern also. See, there are two papers in Karnataka TET, right? Now, what is the exam pattern for Karnataka TET? See, the exam pattern is very simple. There will be objective type questions, means there will be multiple choice questions. Now, this time there is a news circulating that TET will be conducted in the online mode. Till now it was conducted offline mode. From now onwards they are telling that it will be conducted in the online mode. Even for online mode also there are 150 questions. Timing will be 2 hours 30 minutes. Each question will have 1 mark. If you give the correct answer, you will get 1 mark. If you give the wrong answer, you will get 0 marks. That means till now Karnataka TET is having no negative marking. Okay, clear, right? So all 150 questions will be multiple choice questions. You have to take the correct option even in the online pattern also. Okay, clear, right? And qualifying marks are dependent upon the category you belong to. Like for general category, the qualifying marks are 90 marks. For other categories, there are different numbers. If you have doubt, you can clarify it in our Telegram group, or also you can ask in the comment section below this video. We will help you out in understanding what are the qualifying marks depending upon which category you belong to. Now, from the notification of TET 2024 from the schooleducation.karnataka.gov.in, we have taken the snapshots from that PDF file. This is giving you the distribution of marks for each subject. There will be 5 subjects in each paper. Okay, either paper 1 or paper 2. What will be the first subject? First subject will be language 1. Then second one will be language 2. Then third one will be child development pedagogy, maths. Then fifth will be EVS, because we are talking about paper 1. Okay, clear, right? This is for maths and science aspirants. For social science aspirants, they will have all this 1, 2, 3 will be same, but in place of maths and EVS, they will have social science. Okay, now for social science, total there will be 60 marks, because for maths there are 30 marks, that is 30 questions. For EVS 30 marks, that is 30 questions. For CDP 30 marks, that is 30 questions. For language 2 30 questions, and for language 1 30 questions. Okay, now this is OR. For science aspirants, only till here it will be there. Okay, so if you sum up, you will get 150 questions. Multiple choice questions for 150 marks. Okay, so this is for paper 1 aspirants. This is how your question paper pattern will be there. The exam pattern will be there. Okay, clear, right? Like that only for paper 2 aspirants who want to teach for classes 6th to 8th standard. The subjects will be again language 1, language 2, then CDP, then maths and science. Here there will not be EVS, there will be science. Okay, total marks, if you see, it will be 150 marks only. That is for 150 questions. 30 questions from language 1, 30 questions from language 2, 30 questions from child development pedagogy, 30 questions from maths and 30 questions from science. Total 60 questions will be there. For 150 multiple choice questions, you will have 150 marks. This is the exam pattern for paper 1 and paper 2. Of course, the timing for the question paper will be 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, clear, right? So this was your exam pattern. Why are we telling that TET is very, very important this time? In fact, it is the golden way for you all to get into the teacher recruitment exams like GPSTR and CRISE, right? GPSTR means Graduate Primary School Teacher Recruitment. This teacher recruitment, that is GPSTR, needs TET qualification, which is compulsory. It is the eligibility criteria. You should have done BSc, B.Ed and you should have qualified TET. Then only you can write GPSTR. Like that only for Karnataka residential schools, that is CRISE. For example, schools like Morarji Desai, Kittur Rani Chennamma and all. No? Now the notification is going to come very soon because already financial approval is done and internal reservation report is also now submitted. So you need to get active now and start preparing for these recruitments also. Even for CRISE also TET is compulsory. So if you have not qualified TET till now, you will have to make sure that you qualify TET in 2025 so that you will become eligible to write GPSTR and CRISE. Okay, you never know, even HSTR, that is high school teacher recruitment also, they may ask for TET, but as of now they have not mentioned it anywhere. So that's why TET is very, very important for you all this time. Okay, the Karnataka TET. Let me start with the paper 1 syllabus they have given in 2024. Actually, they have given a huge syllabus for paper 1 and paper 2. They have made it extreme for paper 2 by including everything till PUC. It is literally our case set syllabus or our PUC syllabus, which we think is too much for TET aspirants because this is all syllabus from HSTR actually. Okay. Anyway, let us see the syllabus for paper 1. They have included in mathematics, number system, fractions and decimals, then square and cube roots, squares and cubes, and then data handling, ratio and proportion, then all this comparing quantities, percentage, profit, loss, all that is there, VAT, GST, then algebra, then equations, linear equations, pair of linear equations, exponents and powers, then factorization, LCM, HCF, then polynomials, then geometry, then triangles, quadrilaterals, circles, constructions, solid shapes, mensuration and probability. All these are the chapters from the paper 1 mathematics syllabus. For paper 2 also more or less same syllabus is there, but they have included quadrilaterals, and in constructions they have given little more syllabus. In triangles also they have extended the syllabus. They have included the coordinate geometry. Then they have included trigonometry for paper 2. For paper 1 it is not there. Then they have included little more syllabus from polynomials, and the rest all is more or less same. They have just made sure that little more syllabus is added for paper 2. Along with this, they have also added statistics for paper 2. Okay, and the reference books they are giving is from Karnataka State Board mathematics textbooks up to 10th standard. CBSE books, that is NCERT up to 10th standard. Then they are giving the author R.D. Sharma mathematics from 6th standard to 10th standard. Then R.S. Agarwal from 6th to 10th standard. I think we have already shared these textbooks in our Telegram channel, and we have also showed you how to download the Karnataka State Board textbooks and NCERT textbooks for free. Okay, if you still want to know it again, you can write it in the comment section. We will make another video and help you all out. Okay, then they are telling reference books for ICSE syllabus 6th to 10th standard, Selina Publishers. Of course, ICSE books you will not get online free. Okay, if you have textbooks, proper textbooks, hard copies, you can borrow it from your neighbors or your relatives who are the kids studying in ICSE syllabus. You can get those books from there, or if you are interested, you can purchase it also, but you will not get it online. Free download is not available for ICSE. Then they are giving another mathematics for class 8th, 9th, 10th by New Age International Private Limited Publishers, Golden Publishers. Okay. Then quantitative aptitude, R.S. Agarwal. Method of teaching mathematics, S.K. Mangal. Then pedagogy of mathematics, NCERT. This also you can have free download from NCERT pages. Okay. Then importance of learning mathematics at elementary stage. Then DED materials, NIOS, they are telling to use it as reference. Then teaching of mathematics by Dr. Anis James. These are the reference books they are giving for mathematics. Okay. There is same syllabus for child development pedagogy, paper 1 and paper 2, and they are giving reference books also. They have included childhood, adolescence, learning, individual differences, inclusive education, personality, mental health, intelligence, growth and development, gender as social construct, pedagogy, factors of learning. Okay, maybe the difficulty level will change in paper 1 and paper 2, but they have given same syllabus and they are giving you the reference books also, which include Vamdevappa also, and which includes S.K. Mangal also, J.C. Agarwal also, R.A. Sharma also, even D-Cert they are telling. So these are the list of the books which they have given in the notification from school education. Okay. Now coming to our paper 1 science, which we call as EVS. Here they have given syllabus from 6th standard to 10th standard for paper 1 in 2024. What they have done is they have given science syllabus from 6th to 10th standard. All entire of 10th standard like chemical reactions, acids, bases and salts, metals, non-metals, carbon and its compounds, periodic classification of elements, life process, all that is there. Even from physics they have given optics will be there, magnetic effects of current, sources of energy, then our environment, management of natural resources, that will come under biology. Then they are giving syllabus from 9th standard textbook of science, that is matter, nature and behavior, atoms and molecules, then mole concept is there. Then biology will come, living world, biological diversity. Then physics from 9th standard will come, motion, force and work, force and Newton's laws, gravitation. Like that again they will continue with biology syllabus in 9th standard, and then they have given a primary syllabus also for paper 1. Okay, from 6th to 8th they have given. Entire thing they have copied and pasted as it is from the textbook. So this much is for paper 1. Interestingly, they have not given any reference books. No reference books in the notification. Okay, they have not given. It is understood that you have to take textbooks from 6th to 10th standard for paper 1. Now, talking about paper 2, they have written syllabus up to 12th standard. Means you should read 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So much syllabus you should read for science. It is not practically possible for TET, right? It is not practically possible for us to take classes of the entire syllabus given in this syllabus, right? Exactly, it is not possible, but we can tune in and we can focus on the important topics, and we can also guess what type of questions may come. All that we can do. But few aspirants will ask us exact same syllabus classes. If you want exact same syllabus classes including the PUC syllabus, then you have to join our HSTR PM course also, our HSTR CB course also, and Karnataka TET course also. Then only you will get everything. It is not possible for us to add HSTR PM syllabus, HSTR CB syllabus and TET put together, right? Because we are giving TET for very nominal fee, just in order to help aspirants, even those aspirants who are in B.Ed, to make them easy to qualify TET. So we are doing our best as much as possible. Some aspirants, they do not understand the concept of our classes and they just want the classes exactly from the syllabus. See, even if I try to do it, there will be more than 500 hours of classes which you cannot practically watch in 2 months. You get my point, right? That's the reason why we have taken lot of time and we have put lot of effort and made the science question bank for you all with entire syllabus including the PUC science, so that things become easy for you all. It is around 100 pages question bank, so it must be very helpful for you all to learn the entire syllabus, right? Anyway, see the syllabus of paper 2 in physics. Class 11 entire syllabus they have put. Like that only class 12 entire syllabus they have put. See, all this is from class 12 till semiconductor electronics. Then for chemistry again, class 11 entire syllabus they have put. Then they have included class 12 syllabus also. Entire syllabus, right from solid state chemistry. Then they are finishing it by proteins, biomolecules, polymers, chemistry in everyday life till here. Then they have included entire class 11 biology, right from diversity in living world to human physiology. Then class 12 reproduction, genetics, biology and human welfare, biotechnology, ecology and environment. So much they have given. Okay, in fact we have classes in our TET with these topics like biotechnology and applications. We have ecology and environment, we have biology and human welfare, but that does not include the entire of this syllabus. It includes few important topics of this syllabus. Okay, even here they are not giving reference books, because it is understood that you have to refer books from 6th to 12th standard for science, that is physics, chemistry, biology. And all this syllabus of PCB from 6th to 12th we have included in our course in form of practice worksheets. There are 2 sets of practice worksheets and the question bank of science, which is having more than 1000 MCQs with solutions. Okay, clear, right? So okay friends, I really hope that you all got an idea about what will be our syllabus for 2025. So that's why we request you all to follow our question bank if you have enrolled in our course, or if you are going to enroll in our course, or if you have a confidence that you can prepare by yourself, then please go for textbooks from 6th to 12th standard. Okay, clear, right? I really hope that this video helps you all, and hence all your doubts are cleared from TET 2025 perspective. But if you still have any doubts, please feel free to write in the comment section, or you can also join our Telegram group, Telegram channel or WhatsApp channel also, and you can ask your doubts in our Telegram group. Okay, thank you. All the best. Bye.